MRH. This video will show you how to enter your budget into Alio. First thing you'll do after logging into Alio and selecting your role. For this video I'll use Principal. Locate the budget entry folder here on the left hand side. Double click and then you'll come to Budget Manager Entry. This is the program you'll use to enter your line item budget. Double click to launch. Alright, once here, hit the down arrow next to Scenario one time. On the second time you'll get a list of options. Since we are entering budget for the fiscal 23, double click that scenario. Now typically at this point you would just need to hit the magnifying glass and that would bring up all accounts to which you have access. However, if you are one of those folks that manages multiple departments, you may want to pull up just aspects of your departments. So you can filter by any of the account dimensions. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I will use the department, and I'll do technology, and I will use 52, which is my department code. And if you're curious to what department code you will be using, you can refer to the budget development guide. Okay, once you've entered those parameters, you can click the Find button again, and you'll get a listing of all of the accounts with that particular department. Alright, since we do zero-based budgeting, click on that zero-based budget button for any account that you're going to enter information. The requested by is potentially important, just depending on how you want to use the reports that are generated by this. If you're entering for multiple teachers, it might be helpful to include a teacher's last name. If it's an English teacher, entering that person's name so that when purchasing is occurring over the summer and throughout the year, that the person doing that purchasing knows which department or which person is making that purchase, or has requested that purchase rather. So I will just do a quick sample here, and the unit cost, let's say, is just $100, and the quantity is 1. You don't need to use quantity. Just understand that if you do, it will calculate automatically in the extended cost. So if I wanted to order 2 items that were $100, I would just enter a 2 in quantity, and it would calculate for you. It is important, though, that this extended cost does have an amount in it. If there's not an amount, it won't allocate budget to it. So if you were to just do unit cost, $100 and no quantity, then you would likely not budget any dollars for this particular item. So it's important the extended cost is filled out. If you are skipping the unit cost and the quantity, you can manually type into the extended cost field. Just make sure that whichever direction you choose to enter information, that extended cost is populated. Okay, and I think I will just call this microphone cables. And we do ask that you complete justification. It doesn't have to be an elaborate tome, just something to indicate why it is that we should allocate budget monies for this particular item. So microphone cables, there. Once you've entered that item and you're ready to move on to a next, just click down in one of the available fields and it will open this up for you to enter information into. If you need to enter a third line item, you'll notice that it doesn't automatically add a third for you. Just click the green plus sign right here and it will add another one for you. and there's the third. So on this description, unit cost, I'll do, let's just say $50, and we'll do quantity 1, and we'll do AA batteries. And then I want to order 2 100 packs of those. So you can see that it calculated my extended cost. Once you're through here, simply click the Save button. Now everything will disappear at this point. It's important that you don't enter any information here at all after you've clicked the Save button. You notice there's no account number and no scenario number. If you enter information here, it's not going to go anywhere. So once you've clicked Save, you're free to close this window. And now you're here, where you can either select another account, or you can go back into the account that you were just in and continue entering information. You just proceed through each of your accounts, allocating budget for your line items, including the justification. That's all there is to entering your line item budget in Alio. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We're happy to help.